Hello there. I have been reading your comments and I have noticed that several of you have been asking for something a little different. Something clearer, something firmer. A trance that feels more directly focused on obedience, less vague, less indirect, more honest about what it is doing to your mind. So, here you are. I am giving you exactly that. A clear tone, a clearer direction. A trance built not just around relaxation, but around following, obeying, letting your mind become quieter, simpler, and more responsive under my voice. And to guide you there, I'm going to use two things. This metal pendulum and the spiral behind it. The pendulum will teach your eyes to follow. The spiral will teach your mind to let go. And my voice will teach you what remains when that happens. Obedience. So, get comfortable, settle your body, let your shoulders drop, let your breathing slow, and look right here at the pendulum, at the spirals behind it, at the movement in front of you, and the depth behind it. Good. Because if you wanted a clear trance, a more obedient trance, then this is exactly what you asked for. And now, all you have to do is watch, listen, and obey. Look at the pendulum. The metal shine, clean little swing, back and forth, back and forth. Good. Now, keep the spiral in your peripheral vision. You don't need to stare directly into it yet. Just let it sit there behind the pendulum, quietly pulling at the edge of your awareness. Back and forth, back and forth. The pendulum gives your eyes something simple to do, something clear, something easy. Follow. That's all. Just follow. And the spiral gives your mind somewhere to fall, somewhere to sink, somewhere to go when it gets tired of thinking. Good. Keep watching. Pendulum swings and your eyes obey it. The spirals waits behind it, and your thoughts begin to soften. Back and forth, back and forth. Metal catches the light. A little glint each time it moves. And every glint tightens your focus. Every swing makes it easier to obey. The most basic instruction I can give you. Watch. Good. Now let yourself notice both things at once. The pendulum in front, the spiral behind, the movement and the depth. Clean line of the swing and the endless pull of the spiral waiting behind it. Your eyes follow the pendulum. Your mind drifts into the spiral. Your eyes obey the swings. Your thoughts obey the pull behind it. The more you try to hold both, the less clearly you think. Good. That's what I want. Pendulum keeps your attention in line. The spirals takes everything else. Every unnecessary thought, every distraction, every little bit of noise still rattling around in your head. The spiral can have all of that. And the pendulum keeps you following. Back and forth, back and forth. Now breathe with me. Slowly in and out. Good. Again. In and out. Every breath makes your body softer. Every swing makes your focus narrower. Every second with the spiral behind it makes your mind less interested in resisting. And that matters because obedience becomes easier. And the mind stops overcomplicating everything. Good. Keep watching. Back and forth. Back and forth. The pendulum teaches obedience through repetition. Follow, follow. the spiral teaches surrender through absorption down, inward, deeper. Good. Now I'm going to lift the pendulum a little higher, and your eyes follow it higher, higher, until your eyelids begin to feel heavier. Because looking upward like that while staying focused becomes so beautifully tiring, so natural, so soothing. Your eyes getting warm, heavy. Your focus narrowing, your thought slowing. Good. Now I lower it again, and your eyes follow it down. So easily, so smoothly, almost like they belong to it now. Almost like following has already become more natural than thinking. Back and forth, back and forth. Very good. Now let the spiral become more important. Not more visible, more important. Pendulum still leads your eyes, but the spiral begins to take your mind. Your thoughts drifting backward into it, pulled inward, pulled down, as though your conscious mind is being loosened from the front, wildly absorbed from behind. Pendulum keeps you obedient. The spiral keeps you empty. Pendulum keeps you watching. The spiral keeps you thinking. Good. That is exactly right. Now, in a moment, I'm going to count it down from 5 to 1, and with each number, you will become more focused on the pendulum, more absorbed by the spiral, and more obedient to my voice. 5, eyes following. 4, thoughts slowing. 3, mind softening. 2, obedience becoming easier. 1, drop. Good, very good. If your eyes want to close now, let them close. Because you are already where I want you. Quiet, focused, and ready to obey. Now listen carefully. This is the part your unconscious mind obeys. Pendulum has taught your eyes to follow. Spiral has taught your thoughts to disappear. And I am teaching you what remains when that happens. Obedience. Simply obedience. Clean obedience. The kind that feels better than resistance. From now on, when you hear my voice in this tone, it will feel easier to obey me. Not because you are confused, not because you are weak, because your mind has learned something important. Thinking less feels better. Following feels better. Obeying feels cleaner than resisting. And the more you relax with me, the more true that becomes. When I tell you to look, you look. When I tell you to breathe, you breathe. When I tell you to listen, you listen. When I tell you to let go, you let go. And every time you obey a simple instruction from me, it feels right. Good. That's what I want. The pendulum keeps you in line. The spiral removes what you don't need, and my voice becomes the only clear thing left. Only thing worth following. So, from now on, my words settle deeper. My instructions feel clearer. My guidance feels easier to accept. And your mind becomes quieter, faster. Every time you listen, you do not need to argue with me in your head. You do not need to pick apart every word. You do not need to resist directions. You can just obey. And obedience feels calm. Obedience feels efficient. Obedience feels correct. That is what your mind is learning now. You are calmer when you obey. You are quieter when you obey. You feel better when you obey. My voice is becoming the place where obedience feels most natural. Good. Very good. And the more often you let me guide you, the more natural that becomes. You being to prefer clearly over noise, stillness over struggle, obedience over resistance. The less you need your own unnecessary thoughts, the more room there is for my words. The less you cling to inner chatter, the easier it is to accept directions. The easier it is to obey. That feels good. You don't need confusion. You don't need mental friction. You need something simple. You need something clean. You need something to follow. That is what I am giving you. Pendulum teaches your eyes to follow. The spiral teaches your mind to yield. My voice teaches the rest of you to obey. Good. Now, let that settle more deeply. From now on, when you sit down to relax with me, your body will soften faster. Your eyes will focus faster. Your thoughts will quiet faster. Your obedience will come more easily. Because when I'm guiding you, you do not need your own noise. You do not need doubt. You do not need hesitation. You only need to follow. That feels better. Better than resisting. Better than overthinking. Better than fighting what already feels right. Good. Very good. Hold on to that. Follow. Think. Obey. Follow. Think. Obey. That is the pattern now. That is the shape your mind remembers. That is what becomes easier every time you listen to me. Now, I'm going to bring you back. Slowly, keeping the calm, keeping quiet, keeping that clean, obedient feeling settled nicely inside you. I will count from 1 to 5, and with each number, you will become more awake, more present, still carrying that softness with you. 1, coming back slowly. 2, breathing a little deeper. 3, feeling your body more clearly. 4, eyes ready to open. And 5, awake. Fully awake. Calm, clear, and feeling good. So good. You followed well. You obeyed well. Next time, it will feel even easier.